Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Spencer Trappist Ale. Hey, this is an American Trappist Ale which was introduced in 2013. It's brewed in Massachusetts. I'm going to have to post this on NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. I noticed that Jeff Lyons of NEBR did a review about over 2 years ago, and so now I'm finally doing it. This was brought to me by John Sharon of Zone 1 Beer Reviews. He occasionally does reviews on Zone 1, but he's really kind of busy, so he just doesn't do a lot of them. All right. Regardless, he does do tastings every week, and he'll post that on Facebook. He brought this to me when he came to New Orleans, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, John. They're recommending like a tulip style glass. I'm going to use this West Lateran 12 glass. St. Joseph's Abbey was established, from what I could tell, in Spencer, Massachusetts in 1950. They sold different jellies and jams to raise money. According to what I was reading, they needed to raise more money, and they went and did some research in Europe, and they got themselves certified Trappist, and they figured beer sales would bring in more money, and maybe it has. But they are certified Trappist, and they follow the Benedictine tradition of ora et labora, prayer and work. And Trappist monks are very religious in the sense that they are cloistered. They're shut off from the world. Their days are spent in prayer and contemplation. Okay, there's a fleur-de-lis on the bottle cap. This is bottle fermented. They use 2-row and 6-row barley malt. Interesting, because usually 6-row is associated with your budget beers like Schaefer, Stag beer, stuff like that. But they chose to use 2-row and 6-row malts. Northwestern hops, Willamette, I wrote it down here, Willamette, Nugget, and some other ones. Oh, one of the malts they add to the 2-row and 6-row is the thing called Wisconsin Caramel Specialty. Beer Advocate says it's very good, like a B+. The bros say it's good, a B. Rate Beer, however, saying 91 out of 100 and 96 out of 100 for the style. I've never had it. I see that there's a good number of video reviews, which I put on my to watch later list. I watched most of Jeff's and one other, and he was, say B+. Okay, so 11.2 ounces. Would prefer if it was 12. I don't know how much John paid for this. I said, I didn't know they sold these beers in your area. Where did you get this from? And he laughed, and he was like, I can get all kind of things. And I'm thinking, how? What are you, in the organized crime? How do you get all these things? Okay. All right. It's going to get up to around 79 today. There's a little chill in the air. There's a front slowly seeping through, so we're getting a slight north breeze. I mean, very slight. By tomorrow, it'll be stronger. And it'll get to where, when I go to the game, the baseball game, when against Jackson State this week, Southeastern Louisiana versus Jackson State, I'll have to wear, well, my father was saying, we're going to have to wear like a light windbreaker. I'm thinking a sweatshirt. Up until around May 15th, you'll still get these cold fronts in Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana, where you need a little jacket. Well, once that date passes, you won't see cool weather again until mid-September. Okay, so you're looking at 4 months of just straight up heat. It's brilliant orange. They say it's a Belgian golden ale or just a Trappist ale or an Abbey ale. Lots of chunks, not much head. Kind of reminds me of New Belgium Abbey Ale, okay, or a Beta Abbey Ale. Of course, those are based on the style. They're not certified. However, a Beta's Abbey Ale gives a portion of the proceeds to the St. Joseph's Abbey in St. Tammany Parish, St. Joseph, Louisiana. All right. Oh yeah, it smells like you'd expect. A little banana, a little fruitiness of some sort. Sweet white bread, a little spice, okay. Yeah. Smells nice. So after you watch this, you can go to Facebook, get on NEBR, and you'll see this video and then a whole bunch of others that people have submitted from. But he only does New England beers that come from those New England states. So it's kind of a dedicated site, group, a page. The body is high medium. It's very prickly in the carbonation. So we're getting sweet white bread, the zing from the yeast, the zest, I guess you'd say, the spiciness, the fruitiness, maybe bubble gum and a little coriander and some gum. The hop bitterness is low, which is usually the case with these. I don't know what the IBU is, probably around 20. I assume that they may use candy sugar, but they only were talking about water, barley malt, hops, and yeast on their website. And like I say, it's a living yeast. It's bottle conditioned. The finish is fairly crisp. It's on the dry side, not what you would call a particularly dry beer. At 6.5%, it seems a little high as the monk's regular old beer to drink. You know, this is apparently like just an ordinary beer that they would drink. That seems a little high, 6.5%. The one over there at Chimay, the Doré, or the Gold, is like 4.5. That seems to me more appropriate for everyday drinking, but I don't know how they do it up in Massachusetts. It's like little orange rind is coming through, which is interesting. Little orange rind. Huh. How about that? I know there's a holiday beer, which is like around 10%, 9 or 10%. I was looking on the website. There's a few others I'd love to try. I haven't seen them. Don't know if I will. I'm very impressed, and I think it deserves an A. A. Most excellent. So if you see it, buy it, and try it, I can almost assure you that you're going to like it. So an A beer, it's helping the church, which I like. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.